It's an election year full of activity in the courtroom. Just a week after Donald Trump's historic conviction, President Biden's son Hunter goes to court for his trial, with just 5 months now until the presidential election. Meantime, this week, President Biden made news signing an executive order on immigration that's drawn a lot of reaction already from both sides of the aisle. We'll get reaction from Indiana lawmakers, but first, Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt with the latest from the nation's capital.
President Biden says the southern border is overwhelmed, so he's taking executive action to start turning migrants away.
Doing nothing is not an option. We have to act.
President Biden is taking on immigration with a new policy. Tuesday, he announced officials will shut down the border when the average number of daily crossings hits 2,500. And it won't open back up until that slows to an average of 1,500 crossings per day or less.
This action will help us gain control of our border, restore order to the process.
With crossings already above the threshold, the border should shut down immediately. Only migrants who express credible fear of returning to their home countries will get to see an asylum officer. Other migrants will be deported. And the new standards for threats in someone's country of origin are now stricter than before.
To protect America as a land that welcomes immigrants, we must first secure the border and secure it now.
Republican leaders criticize the move, with Speaker Mike Johnson saying it's too little, too late.
Now, suddenly, now he wants to issue some weak executive order.
And Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell suggests this is just an empty election year stunt.
This is like turning a garden hose on a five-alarm fire.
But Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer defended the policy, saying the president took this step because Republicans killed a bipartisan border bill meant to address immigration issues.
The president is left with little choice but to act on his own.
Though some Democrats have expressed worries.
I'm concerned that this is just, the enforcement-only side of the strategy.
The skeptical Democrats say more needs to be done to make legal immigration easier. But many of them say that needs to be done through legislation, not executive action. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Indiana Congressman Andre Carson among those expressing some skepticism. In a statement, he says he appreciates the president's efforts, but also says, quote, "I'm concerned about restricting access to asylum seekers, especially now when so many people are fleeing violence and persecution." We also heard from Indiana Congresswoman Victoria Spartz, who spoke with our Steve Brown.
I think it's, just a political, executive order, and he's just trying to deal with this issue based on his bad polling numbers. And it's really kind of like almost like not even funny, like how he's going to be, enforcing that executive orders. He's going to just tell cartels, as long as you have 24.99 people, you just guys count and, divide your business, you're going to continue doing that. But if something happened, we're going to calculate and we're going to stop it. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. And then how do you deal with legitimate, non-legitimate asylum seekers? I think we had a process before that was much better.
Would the bipartisan immigration bill, would that not have addressed many of the issues that are being addressed in this executive order?
No, because that is the same, like this executive order and that bill didn't really come into the issue. They were just trying to say, let's put some numbers to try to limit the damage. But honestly, there is no even enforcement mechanism to do it. And there are a lot of loopholes in that law. It just truly was done for messaging the way how it was written.
Now, just hours after that interview, Spartz was the subject of a report from Politico suggesting she may be the focus of a preliminary inquiry by the House Ethics Committee, according to that report this week. We'll talk about that with our panel coming up today. Also, more reaction here on the president's order from Republican Senator Todd Young, who called it an admission that the president's border policies have failed. In a statement, he said, in part, the administration's open border policies have created a national security and humanitarian crisis on the southern border. Senator Mike Braun this week said the president had the power to undo this crisis ever since he took office.